you've been spending your evenings DMing strangers on LinkedIn, asking to pick their brain, or requesting a quick referral for a role you just saw posted, I want you to stop for a second. Truly, just stop. Because the truth is, you aren't networking. You're just contributing to the noise that everyone, especially the people you want to talk to, is trying to mute. Look, I know it's stressful. I know you're seeing these roles get 500 applications in 2 hours, but we have to talk about what's actually happening on the other side of that screen. In the current market, the average recruiter spends exactly 7.4 seconds on the initial resume audit. 7 seconds. That's barely enough time to read your name and your last job title. And even if you make it past that, 70% of companies are now using AI bots to filter the noise apocalypse before a human ever sees your face. If you're trying to push through the front door with a cold referral ask, you're fighting a losing battle against an algorithm that doesn't care about your story. The system is designed to reject you, not discover you. So if the front door is guarded by bots and the side door is locked by tired experts, how are the top 7% of applicants walking right into the room? The answer isn't about being louder. It's about being entirely different. Here's the framework that changes everything. We've all been taught that referrals are a favor. You ask, they give, you get in. But that's a transactional mindset, and people hate feeling like a transaction. I want to introduce you to a different framework, the curiosity-first model. It's based on something psychologists call the Ikea Effect. You know how you value that bookshelf way more because you're the one who spent 3 hours putting it together? People are the same way with ideas. When someone helps you build your strategy, they naturally want to see that strategy succeed inside their company. They gain a psychological stake in your success. Now, look at the data. Referred candidates are 16 times more likely to be hired than people coming off a job board. Think about that. Not double, not triple, 16 times. Referrals make up only 7% of total applications, but they account for 40% of all hires. The side door isn't just a shortcut, it's the only door that's actually open. But the secret isn't asking for a job. The secret is asking for a critique. When you shift from help me get a job to help me build a strategy, the dynamic changes from taking value to co-creating it. It turns a gatekeeper into a mentor, and a stranger into an advocate. So, let's walk through what this actually looks like in a message. Most people send something like, "Hi, I'm interested in the senior analyst role at your firm. Could you refer me?" That gets deleted instantly. It's a chore. Instead, I want you to try the technical architecture inquiry. If you're a developer, it sounds like this. "I've been studying how your team handled the migration to microservices last year, because I'm building a similar solution for a side project and noticed a potential bottleneck in my logic. Could I get 2 minutes of your expert feedback on whether this approach would scale?" See the difference? You aren't asking for a job, you're asking for their expertise. Or try this one for a marketing role. "I've drafted a 90-day market entry strategy for your sector, and I'd value your perspective on the feasibility of step 3. When you do this, you're proving you can do the work before you even have the title. You're providing them with proof of impact, and the numbers back this up. Personalized LinkedIn connection requests using this method have a 93% acceptance rate, and the DM response rate. It's double that of cold emails. You're not a stranger asking for a favor anymore, you're a colleague asking for a second opinion. When that expert gives you feedback and you actually apply it, they will be the ones suggesting the referral. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but my background doesn't match the job description. Or maybe you're changing careers entirely. This is where most people get it backwards. They think their resume is their ticket. It's not. Your resume is a history book. But in a market moving this fast, employers don't care about your history as much as they care about your prophecy, what you're going to do next. 85% of employers now say they prioritize skills over degrees. If you're a career changer, your expert inquiry project is your proof of work. It bypasses the years of experience requirement because you're demonstrating the skill in real time. But what if you're an introvert? Use the written impact brief as your shield. It lets your logic speak for you before you ever jump on a call. What if you're a senior executive? Shift the inquiry from a critique to a strategic consultation on an industry trend. You are inviting them into a high-level peer conversation. You don't have 6 months to wait for a bot to find your keywords. You need referral speed. By leading with a project or a specific industry insight, you aren't asking them to trust your past. You're inviting them to witness your future. It's the difference between telling someone you're a chef and handing them a plate of food you just cooked. I don't want you to just listen to this and feel better. I want you to act. So here's your 24-hour homework. First, identify 3 companies you actually admire. Not just ones that are hiring, but ones where the work actually fascinates you. Second, Find one person at each company who is doing the work you want to do. Not the recruiter, the practitioner. Third, build a one-page impact brief, a strategy, a teardown, or a project that relates to what they do. This is your gift to them. And finally, send that expert inquiry. Tell them you aren't looking for a job right now. You're looking for a critique of your logic. This isn't just about getting a foot in the door. Referral hires stay at companies twice as long as job board hires. They get higher salaries. They yield a 2,000% ROI for the company. When you build your career this way, you aren't just getting a job. You're building a constellation of people who have helped you build yourself. Your career isn't a ladder you climb alone. It's a series of choices built on who you've helped and who has helped you. Before the sun sets today, pick that first person. Don't ask for a job. Ask to learn. Let's start building your prophecy.